If you're over 50 and doing nothing about your strength, your body is quietly losing muscle every single year, up to 2% annually. Most of that loss happens in the hips, and when the hips weaken, everything below them follows. Balance suffers. Knees ache. The back tightens, falls become more likely. What's worse is that many people think this decline is just aging. It's not. The truth is simple. Muscle loss after 50 is common, but it is not inevitable. Even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, your hips can become stronger, more stable, and more reliable. In fact, by choosing just one or two of the exercises you're about to learn, you can begin reversing years of decline. These are the same movements used with real patients to rebuild confidence, mobility, and independence using what's called the three-dimensional hip strengthening method. The hips move in three essential ways in daily life: forward and backward, side to side, and rotation. True strength requires all three. Miss even one, and the body compensates with pain, imbalance, or stiffness. First, forward movement, hip flexion. This movement focuses on the hip flexors' deep muscles at the front of the hips that are responsible for lifting your leg with control and precision. These muscles are absolutely essential for everyday activities such as stepping forward, climbing stairs, getting into and out of a car, and lifting your foot high enough to clear curbs, rugs, or uneven ground. When hip flexors become weak or stiff, people often begin to shuffle, hesitate before stepping, or feel unsteady when walking. To perform this exercise safely, stand beside a wall, kitchen counter, or sturdy chair. Lightly rest one hand on it for balance. This is not for support, just stability. Slowly lift one knee upward until it reaches about a 90-degree angle, or as high as feels comfortable without strain. Place your opposite hand on top of the raised knee. Now gently press the knee upward while resisting that pressure with your hand. The leg should not move. This is the key. Hold this position for 5 to 10 seconds while breathing normally. You should feel the muscles at the front of your hip working, but never pain. Then slowly relax and lower the leg back down with control. This is called an isometric contraction, meaning the muscle is activated without joint movement. That makes this exercise especially joint-friendly and safe for seniors or anyone with knee or hip sensitivity. With regular practice, this movement strengthens the hip flexors, improves coordination, and restores confidence when stepping forward. Over time, it can reduce stiffness, improve walking rhythm, and help prevent trips, shuffling, and hesitation during daily movement. If you felt this working in your hips, comment yes below and let me know which leg felt tighter. Second, backward movement, hip extension. Hip extension targets the glute muscles, the powerful muscles at the back of the hips. These muscles are critical for posture, walking strength, balance, and protecting the lower back. Weak glutes often lead to shorter steps, slower walking speed, poor balance, and extra strain on the knees and spine. Many people don't realize that lower back discomfort often starts with underactive glutes. To perform this exercise, lie comfortably on your back on a mat or firm bed. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the surface, about hip width apart. Gently press your lower back into the mat to engage your core muscles. From here, push through your heels and slowly lift your hips upward until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. At the top of the movement, squeeze your glute muscles firmly and hold for 3 to 5 seconds. You should feel strong activation in the hips, not pressure in the lower back. Keep breathing steadily. Then slowly lower your hips back down with full control. Avoid dropping quickly. This slow, deliberate movement strengthens the hips in the exact way they are used during walking, standing up from a chair, and climbing stairs. With consistent practice, this exercise improves walking power, supports spinal health, reduces lower back discomfort, and helps you feel more stable and confident in daily life. Try this today and comment done if you felt your glutes activate. Your future balance will thank you. Third, side movement, hip abduction. This movement targets the muscles on the outside of your hips, particularly the gluteus medius, one of the most important muscles for balance, stability, and proper knee alignment. When this muscle is weak, your knee tends to collapse inward while walking, standing, or changing direction, which increases strain on your joints and raises the risk of falls. Strengthening this muscle is especially important for seniors, athletes, and anyone who wants to move confidently and safely. To perform this exercise, lie on your side on a mat or firm bed with your legs straight and stacked on top of each other. Rest your head comfortably and place your top hand on the surface in front of you for support. Slightly roll your body forward so your hips are properly aligned, keeping the top leg straight. Slowly lift it upward and slightly backward, feeling the muscles along the side of your hip engage. Lower the legs slowly and deliberately, avoiding any swinging or jerking. You may feel fatigue quickly. This is a sign that you are activating the right muscle. The movement should remain controlled, smooth, and steady. With regular practice, hip abduction improves balance, protects the knees, supports the lower back, and helps you feel more stable when walking, turning, or standing on one leg. Over time, this exercise also promotes better posture and reduces the risk of falls. Try this today and comment side strong if you felt the burn on the outer hip. Fourth, inward movement, hip adduction. Hip adduction focuses on the inner thigh muscles, known as the hip adductors. These muscles are often overlooked, yet they play a critical role in stabilizing your hips and controlling leg movement during walking, standing up, and sitting down. Weak adductors can lead to instability, poor posture, and inefficient movement patterns, which may affect balance and overall mobility. To perform this exercise, lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the surface. Place a pillow, folded towel, or small ball between your knees. Gently press your lower back into the mat to engage your core, then squeeze the pillow by bringing your knees together. Hold this contraction for about 5 seconds while breathing normally, then slowly release. The movement should be controlled, smooth, and deliberate. Over time, this exercise strengthens the inner thighs without stressing the joints. Strong adductors improve hip control, support smoother walking, enhance balance, and contribute to safer, more confident movement throughout daily activities. This simple exercise can have a surprisingly powerful effect on stability and coordination. 5th, rotation clamshells. Rotation is often the overlooked component of hip strength, yet it is essential for smooth, pain-free movement in everyday life. Every time you turn, change direction, step sideways, or adjust your footing, your hips must rotate safely and under control. Weakness in these rotational muscles can place extra stress on the knees and lower back, increase stiffness, and raise the risk of injury. To perform clamshells, lie on your side on a mat or bed with your knees bent and your head comfortably supported. Place your top hand in front of you for balance and roll your body slightly forward so your hips remain aligned. External rotation, classic clamshell. Keep your feet together and slowly open the top knee like a door, lifting only as far as you can without rolling backward. Hold briefly, then lower slowly with control. Internal rotation. Keep your knees together and gently lift the top foot upward while maintaining contact between the knees. Lower, slowly, and repeat. Both movements should be slow, deliberate, and controlled, ensuring the deep hip stabilizers engage effectively. These exercises strengthen muscles that protect your joints, improve coordination, and allow your body to respond safely to uneven ground or unexpected movements. Over time, this improves balance, reduces stiffness, and enhances confidence in daily activity. Try clamshells today and comment "Rotate strong" if you felt your hips activating. Final, sit to stand with a band. This final exercise brings all 3 dimensions of hip strength together, forward, backward, and sideways into one powerful functional movement. It mirrors exactly how you sit down and stand up in daily life, making it one of the most practical and effective exercises for independence and mobility. To perform this exercise, sit on the edge of a sturdy chair with your feet positioned under your knees. Place a resistance band just above your knees. Keep your chest tall and hands free. As you stand up, gently press your knees outward against the band while pushing through your heels. Stand tall without locking your knees. Then slowly lower yourself back down over several seconds, maintaining control throughout. The band forces your hips, glutes, thighs, and stabilizing muscles to work together, improving strength, balance, and coordination. With consistent practice, this exercise makes standing up easier, reduces joint strain, builds strength for confident, independent movement. It's a complete, functional hip workout in one simple exercise. Do this today and comment "Stand strong" if you felt the full body engagement. Muscle loss after 50 is not a life sentence, and it is certainly not a signal that your best years of movement are behind you. Your body is remarkably adaptable, even later in life, and your hips in particular respond powerfully when given the right signals. Strength is not just about lifting heavier weights or pushing harder. It is about teaching your muscles to work together again in ways that support real life. When strength improves, balance naturally follows. When balance improves, fear begins to fade. And when fear fades, confidence returns, allowing you to move freely, stand tall, and live with greater independence. Many people believe that aging means slowing down, stiffening up, and accepting limitations. In reality, much of what we attribute to age is simply the result of muscles no longer being challenged in the ways they need. The hips are central to almost every movement you make. They stabilize your body, protect your knees and back, and allow you to walk, turn, stand, and sit safely. When hip strength declines, the body compensates, often leading to pain, imbalance, and reduced confidence. But when you restore that strength, the entire body benefits. You do not need extreme workouts, expensive equipment, or risky high-impact movements to make meaningful progress. What matters most is consistency and intention. Simple, well-chosen exercises that match how your body actually moves in daily life can create profound changes over time. Even small efforts, performed regularly, send powerful signals to your muscles and nervous system that strength is needed and safety is possible. Weeks of consistency lead to noticeable improvement. Months of consistency lead to transformation. The goal is not perfection, and it is not pushing through pain. The goal is steady progress, patience, and trust in your body's ability to respond. With the right movements and a commitment to practice, you can rebuild strength, improve balance, and protect your independence not just for today, but for years to come. If this made sense to you, comment hips below, and I'll know to share more strength routines like this. And if you found this helpful, stay with me because rebuilding strength is one of the smartest decisions you can make for your future.